For a motion graphics project, it's common that you might need to import artwork from Adobe Illustrator. I want to show you that process. I've got a file that I've created already in Illustrator. Let's go ahead and open that. File open. Within the exercise files folder, there's a subfolder called Illustrator. Now that's of course not one of the stock 3ds Max project folders, but I created that, and that doesn't cause any problems. 3ds Max doesn't even know that that folder exists. Here's my document. Go ahead and open that. This is a simple document. It's just some text with a couple of guides here. We need to clear the guides out because those will actually get imported into 3ds Max. So I'll go up into the menus here, View, Guides, Clear Guides. And the other thing I need to do to prep this is to convert this type into outlines. These are actual fonts, and 3ds Max will not be able to understand those when we load those, so they have to be converted into curves. I'm going to select all of them and go up into the Type menu and choose Create Outlines. And now those have all been converted into Bezier curves, which 3ds Max will be able to read. Finally, we have to save this out, and we can't use the default format. We actually have to save it down to a really old format for 3ds Max to understand it. Go to the File menu and choose Save As. And we want to save directly into the 3ds Max import folder. That's just for convenience because that's where 3ds Max is going to look to find the file. And just so that I know what this is, I'm going to rename it, give it a different name, and I'll call it Outlines. And also, just for clarity's sake, this is going to be saved out as a version 8 Illustrator file. So I'm going to call this one Illustrator V8. So I know that it's not a current Creative Cloud format. It's actually a version 8. When I click Save, I get another dialog that asks me what options I want. And under here, we'll have to go all the way back to Illustrator version 8. That was the last version that 3ds Max could actually import the paths from. Ironically, by the way, you can import later versions as a texture into 3ds Max, but if you want the actual 3D curves or paths, you have to save out to a really old version, version 8. And click OK. You get a warning saying you're going to lose some features by doing that. It's fine. Click OK. And now that Illustrator document has been saved out to a format that 3ds Max can understand.